Hey, bud, you okay? Oh, I'm live. I forgot. Let me just make sure. I'm live. I forgot. All right, everyone. I wanted to show you what I generally do for how to do a reading, basically, for any client or for yourself. I've probably done this before. I've done them live, but I have this client that just signed up, so I'm going to go through their birth chart just here and kind of show you some of the things I'm going to pick out. So some of the things they're asking about, I'm going to type in the chat, asking about their love life with a particular card, which I'll go through. It's a 6 of diamonds. I'm going to type that out, and 4 of spades. They are asking about their career and anything with family or friends. So those were the questions they gave me. They're the answers they gave me. So first of all, what we're going to look at is for this birthday, 9/19/1988. She is 35. She is a 5 of clubs, 3 of diamonds, and ace of spades decadent ruler card. You can see when you do the personal significators, you get their karma. So 5 of clubs has a 5 of hearts karma. 3 of diamonds has a 6 of hearts karma. And the ace of spades has a 7 of hearts karma. Now, those are like their soul challenges, but they also have soul gifts. So for a 5 of clubs, they have a gift of the 4 of clubs. So they receive all the positive benefits of the 4 of clubs. This could make them like super organized, really good builders, solid foundation with knowledge. It's a Virgo card. They build mental order. They have like an encyclopedic mind. The Queen of Diamonds for a 3 of diamonds, like as their soul gift or their positive karma. That's going to give these 3 of diamonds really good business sense. And she's a female, so really good at owning her own business, good at making money, good at running things. With the ace of spades, the ace of spades is the card of death and transformation. With the 7 of hearts, you'd be receiving the negative side of that, which could be a heart that is fearing abandonment. Also issues with control in love. They also may have been betrayed or fear betrayal. So they have a lot of fear to work out in their relationships. And you have the ace of spades anyway. That's the Pluto card of the deck. So there's already this like Pluto transformation thing going on here with the ace of spades and relationships. And then you get more control with the 7 of hearts. And they're really here to like pivot and adjust the way they love, not have attachment to outcomes with love, not try to force anything. But they also get the gift of the 2 of clubs, which is nice. So really strong mental partnerships. 2s are generally like, they think partnership first, so that is good. They're good team players. They create harmony and balance. They create great connections with other people, especially like mind-driven. So those are kind of, things I'm going to look at her cards. When I'm going to talk to her, a couple things. So, I'm going to run down like her, the archetypes of these cards. So like with the 5 of clubs, 5s, I'm going to start with the number. They generally have issues with freedom, and they're always restless, especially clubs. So 5 is restlessness, the explorer, expanding and discover. They're open-minded, they're curious. And they are clubs, so they're very mind-driven. But there's this like inner restlessness in them that makes them almost afraid of commitment, and they'll do a lot of things to keep their freedom. So a really good example of this is let me get the spread up here. Where are you? Like if you look at the grand solar spread, this 5 of clubs has the ace of spades and Venus. And ace of spades and Venus is like secret relationships or affairs with married men. So they do things that keeps them single in a way, which gives them their freedom. The Three of Diamonds is, first of all, they're a three, so they have a certain level of uncertainty or indecision in values or how to make money or what they value the most. So I'm going to ask her, if she experiences life that way, where she's in between two things and she can't really figure it out. And what I'm looking at here is getting her to follow her gut instincts, because diamonds rule the physical body and they rule the gut and the stomach. And when threes can be creative and line up how they feel and listen to that, they do really well in expressing their creativity. They do really well in channeling. Like, three looks to me like an antenna that channels, and they can not have to worry about money as much. And really use their creative gifts. And then for her decadent ruler card, the Ace of Spades, first of all, decadent ruler, I'm probably going to use this more just like check in with her relationships, because it is a spread for you to look at, but it also was kind of found and observed using relationships and how you get along with people in general. So she's an Ace of Spades. All aces are that single seed that gets planted. They're like a racehorse. Their goal is to initiate and complete, and they're a single dot, right? So that really frames a lot of their life and how their worldview is. So you might say an ace is selfish because they will say, I think, I am, I love, versus a two is going to say, well, we think that this is what's best for us, or we love doing this. They're thinking partnership, versus ace is just thinking about themselves, really. When you look at the Ace of Spades, you get the Pluto card of the deck. They're the card that plants new seeds of consciousness for all of us. They bring forth transformation. They're old souls, and they have old wisdom for us. So, their first karma, again, I talked about, is the Seven of Hearts. So there is this fear of abandonment, especially when they were a child. The early child years, they could have been abandoned. Because, again, when you look at the spread, go up to Ace of Spades, Mercury rules the first 7 and the first 13 years of their life. So there's bound to be some abandonment there. Even in Venus, they have 7 again. So definitely possible, like some betrayal. It's actually 5 of clubs, 3 of diamonds, Ace of Spades. It's not the easiest life path when you look at it. If you're looking just at the 5 of clubs, their need for freedom, they have, in their Mercury position, the 3 of diamonds, ruled by Mercury. Mercury is already in the 3rd house in astrology, which rules the mind. Lots of anxiety, lots of indecision. So you have this 3 effect in a way, not enough of something. Then you have their Ace of Spades in Venus, which is like death and rebirth, secret lovers. Then you have this fear of abandonment in their Mars. You have a 7 of diamonds in Jupiter, which is really great, by the way. This is the lifetime millionaire spread. So not all is lost on these people, and I know 5 of clubs that they have money when they want it and they need it. They just seem to be doing fine. Their Saturn is going to be the 5 of Spades. So Saturn, they have all this 5 energy. They have the 5 of clubs as their first card. Their karma is the 5 of hearts. So restless mind, restless heart, restless lifestyle, and Saturn teaching them they need to try to find some 4 energy in their life, really. They need to stop spinning their wheels. The answers come from within, not externally, leaving the box of the 4. You see this box of 4? So 4 is stability, structure. 5 steps out of that. 5 leaves the 4. It's the next number. And they're always on the search for something new. Then you have their Jack of Hearts in Uranus, and the 9 of Clubs in Pluto. 9s and results. So 9s are all about learning to let go and forgive, and they're here to do universal good, provide universal knowledge as the Nine of Clubs, universal consciousness. When you do good for others, that's when you get rewarded in this lifetime. Sevens and nines specifically. So let's go back to her spread. And if you're not live on this and you watch it, feel free to ask questions. I'll go back to this spread and answer them if you like. So let's see. She's asking about her love life. It's with the 6 of diamonds, 4 of spades, and his decadent ruler is the 10 of hearts. So when I'm first looking at like questions like that, I'm just going to zoom out. So when in doubt, zoom out, find out what the bigger trend is for her currently. I should also mention that she has a boyfriend, but she's going through a divorce. She's separated, but she just has to sign a couple things. So yeah, technically might not be actually single, and again, that's like the 5 of clubs, like that need for freedom, like doesn't have to commit to anything. But so she's currently she started a new 7-year cycle last year. Is that right? She did. So she started a new 7-year cycle last year. She's going to be in her Venus year at her next birthday, and I told you that the guy she's dating now is a 6 of diamonds. He shows up as a vertical card. Oh, and 4 of spades. So he shows up in her Venus year, vertical card, but it's paired with the King of Hearts. So King of Hearts for a female means you can meet the man of your dreams, especially in Venus. Like, perfect setup. And his 4 of spades is right here, which is nice. When I look at her 3 of diamonds, let's see. Nothing there. There's going to be an ending in Venus, which could be totally, completely tied to her ex-husband. Ending of lifestyle. Or ending of a lifestyle and that she's like actually committing to this guy that she's dating. 7 of diamonds in Venus. She could end up spending money on friends or lovers, or luxury items a lot of times. So like I would warn her just against that influence is there. And maybe that's not a big deal for her, but it's something to kind of look at. So this is her 7-year spread. She has a baby card there in Jupiter in 2026. She has the card of faith in Jupiter in 2026. She has a 6 of hearts, which is karmic and passionate. Could be like love connection with men because it's in Mars. Could also just mean that things are steady for her in her love life. Let's see. He's showing up again in 2025, his 6 of diamonds, and the 4 of spades underneath it again. And you could like, if you want to, look at the advanced spread. So the advanced spread is going to give the law of fives, which there's a rule through the quadration of the spread that every 5 cards kind of supports this section, and I'll probably make a video on it sometime, but just looking to see what she's got here. She's got him here, his 4 of spades, planetary ruling. She has a 4 of hearts coming up this year. So like that stuff where if she's really into this guy, she has an ending of lifestyle. She has an 8 underneath it, which is going to give her power to overcome, especially with its hearts. So overcome any like heart related matters. 5 of hearts could mean change in relationship. It's a divorce card, but it's also I just got into a relationship because I was single. And 4 of hearts is like a really happy home life, represents family, could represent babies as well, having babies. And then decadent ruling. 8 of hearts supporting her Venus year this year. Eight of Hearts is going to give her success socially, at least, a lot of charm, power with people. It could be a playboy, playgirl card. They can get their way with the opposite sex. She has a King of Hearts here next year. So this is just stuff that I'm just kind of looking at to see what's there. She has either a new relationship or a baby in Saturn that year. It could be difficult, but she has a 4 of Spades here, so you would think that would be offset. 4 of Spades is the strongest of the 4s anyway, so it's going to give her good stability, good satisfaction in the home. All right, so that's just like bird's eye view. Let's go to the year, see what she has. I'm going to go back into the traditional spread. So we have today. So currently she's in her Jupiter period of this year for her. Oops, let me change that. All right, Jupiter period, 5 of clubs spread. I like to look at the year-long factors, so that's going to be her karma. So she's displacing the 8 of Hearts. That's a Jupiter year. That's a wish-fulfilling year. Especially if you have 8 as a karma. I mean, it basically means don't overpower people and don't manipulate them, but tons of love power. And then she has in her long range, too, which is going to kind of just be with her, an energy that influences her neutrally throughout the year. She has this Queen of Hearts as an environment, so she receives all the positive benefits of the Queen of Hearts. Good sex card, becoming a mother. Now, in terms of becoming a mother, I know that she did just meet the kids of her boyfriend, so that could definitely be helping her. And she told me that it went well and that she liked that. And so that could represent her becoming a mother that way, too, in some ways. She has a 4 of Hearts in Jupiter this year. Actually, let me go before I do that. 2 of Hearts, Pluto, 9 of Spades. So there's going to be something in her relationships that's difficult for her to work through, whether it's compromising in love or just thinking in terms of a team, but something deep-rooted in relationships that she's going to have to kind of work through to be successful in them. And when she does, she gets an ending where she changes up the way she's been. Now, I don't really know how she's been, but if I'm going to guess from the 5 energy, she's going to, possibly learn about commitment, the ideal lover, and working through that, she's going to end her previous outdated ways of thinking or living. 2 of Diamonds in Jupiter, good for business partnerships. 9 of Clubs in Jupiter. She could have success through spreading knowledge or doing some type of spiritual teaching. She has this 4 of Hearts paired with a 10 of Diamonds. So 4 of Hearts would be that her combining her family or like her relationships with money would actually be good for her career. And the 10 of Diamonds just supports that with like a lump sum of money coming in the 10 of Diamonds. And now we're a little late. It's 4-3 already, and this ends on 4-16. But I'll be interested to see if she got something like that. The influence is there. And it's there by becoming more stable, having a stable home environment. That's kind of how it's done. This is just supporting her, this 10 of Diamonds, or resulting in that. Then she has an 8 of Diamonds in her decadent ruling spread. So 8 of Diamonds in Jupiter, I mean, that's one of the best cards you can get. It means that I have money coming in, and I'm also spending probably large amounts of money. It's the figure 8, so it's constant, it's infinity. A lot of this money could come from, her Queen of Clubs, intuition, organizational ability at work. It's a powerful mind card. So, yeah, she I mean, that looks pretty good. 7 of Diamonds, she could have a loss of money connected to her health or someone else's health. And with the 7 of Clubs, that would be teaching her that she has to remain positive and not have a pessimistic outlook in life. But she has a king of clubs here. That's good. Her three of clubs, she's going to have to really work through worry and fear with it being in Saturn. Or it could have something to do with the illness of a family member. Maybe a mom, since there's a queen there. All right, her other Pluto results for this year that I'm looking at. Five of diamonds, queen of clubs. Five of diamonds is going to say something around her changing her value system this year and working on that. She may have been forced to change this, or change the way she thinks, or change jobs, or the location. You know, if like she's going through a divorce. There's a lot of changes happening there. So basically, you know, if she works through that, working through that change, you know, it sounds a little vague, right? But she needs to see, really look at it from a values perspective and change those values. And when she does that, you know, like think of the positive aspects of the Queen of Clubs. They're intuitive. They have inner guidance. Like the Queen of Clubs is the most powerful card in the spiritual spread. Look where it sits. It sits right in the middle in Jupiter. So the Queen of Clubs rules really any of the queens. Like the Queen of Spades really rules the spiritual spread. But any of the queens, they're the ones that have the internal mastery. And our kings have the external mastery, which we would say is the grand solar spread. Might also change the way she communicates. So there's changing around this 5 energy. She's got to get around it. She has a lot of 5 energy. Taking it ruling spread. 6 of Hearts is helping her out here. Good love karma for the year. That's good. 4 of Diamonds is her long range. So working on organizing your finances, building a strong foundation for what you believe in, and also for your money. Ace of Diamonds, karma, usually around starting a new job or new ways of making money for the year. That's the position she sits in this year. And then there's things you could do too, like she was asking about her boyfriend. Well, if you go to the advanced cards, birth, she has a King of Hearts and Venus, meeting the man of her dreams. She could have some variety there in Uranus that's unsuspected, because 3 of Hearts is variety, and paired with the Queen of Hearts, there could be a lot of sets there, or she could be, you know, like, think of them like they can seduce you too, or be, you know, there's something very Venus-like there, and it's in Uranus. It would be a surprise. Could even be a girl, because Uranus rules like bisexuality too. It would be a strange proposal to her. That's what it could be. King of Hearts, that could be him again. 2 of Hearts, 9 of Spades. All right, not much there. His 10 of Hearts decadent ruler pops up a lot this year, so I believe they were dating starting in right in October actually. So 10 of Hearts, his 10 of Hearts is here in June. His 10 of Hearts is in Neptune. She could be fantasizing about him or see him in really good light. So that's stuff that I would look at. Traditional spreads. So it kind of went through like that guy. Her and the 6 of Diamonds, 4 of Spades, and 10 of Hearts. They have like 4 Mars connections. Most one's mutual, and like 2 of them are felt by her. So she has to be careful with that. Mars is good, just too much of it sometimes could result in fighting. But it sounds like it's doing its Mars thing where it's making them really attracted to one another. They have like a Venus connection. They have fine connections. There's no deal breakers there in terms of connections. Now with her career, so like she's in Jupiter now and that ends. So like as her year's kind of ending, what I'm going to do is just go to her next year because you want her to be prepared. She can make money by being creative, sacrificing. Partnerships are good. She has a Jack of Diamonds next year as her environment card. That should give her really good sales ability, so I'm not sure what she's doing, but if it's something where she needs to sell or be creative that comes from the heart, and she really loves doing it, I would definitely do that. The 9 of Clubs is going to give her that, it's going to be easy for her to provide like universal knowledge to the masses, or it's going to make it really easy for her to let go of her previous ways of thinking about anything, really. Let me look at her deck in it. This could be new ways of making money or helping people with your heart unselfishly. She has 8 of Diamonds and Mars, so she should be bringing in money that helps her achieve what she wants. And she has a King of Spades in Mars, so if she is getting divorced officially next year, she's going to get what she wants. That's a really good card to have. King of Spades, King of Kings. Her 7 of Diamonds next year is going to teach her about her relationship with money in life. So that's going to kind of be with her, that she just has to know there's enough to go around. Financial partnerships will help her next year as well. So like just pairing up with someone, doing one-on-one work, being super creative in what she's doing, following her gut instincts. That's as much as I could tell her without exactly knowing what she's doing. Ten of Spades and Saturn just means she has to do a lot of work and work hard, but she's going to have success of work, whatever that is. 4 of Diamonds protecting her underneath that. That's where that card is sitting that year, in the 4 of Diamonds spot. Got the 10 of Spades again underneath here. Look, her boyfriend is here again in Saturn. Maybe as a burden, but usually this means recovery from challenges in this period. Maybe recovery from illness. Saturn rules doctors. King of Hearts expressing herself, and Pluto learning to transform the way she rules her heart and her emotions. And that's going to result in good partnership, good relationships, good harmony. Let me look one more year. She definitely has an ending next year, with this 9 of Spades here. Ending here, ending here, ending here. Pluto, some type of ending. Oh, there it is. If she officially gets divorced next year, whenever the judge signs it, that would be end of lifestyle. Could be costing her some money, but it's going to change her relationship. It usually means paying out expenses, but it could also mean like working on yourself and climbing up the ladder of success, turning into a new relationship or like changing relationship status. So let's look at the year after. Six of Diamonds environment card, that's him. He's there again. Jack of Clubs environment will make her super creative, and she'll be able to get a lot of rewards from that. They're really good at expressing themselves too. King of Clubs long range, Queen of Clubs long range, both good cards. So external mastery, internal mastery. King of Diamonds, good business card right there. She should be running her own business. Ace of Diamonds and Jupiter, new ways to make money at home. Four of Spades is the home. The strongest of the fours, new ways of making money because of really hard work. Eight of Diamonds, awesome. Love having good news. Eight of Diamonds and Jupiter, she'll have the money she needs. Large sums can come in to her. This is what you want. You want the Eight of Diamonds here, the Seven of Diamonds, the Ten of Diamonds. And it's linked to her being more social. This could also be a marriage card. Ten of Hearts shows up when the marriage would be financially beneficial, and it's a party card. Jack of Diamonds results, creative ways for making money. Four of Hearts, marriage, family. She had to work through something in that realm. Resulting in her being able to be her own thought leader and understand her own truth. Also just be like the king of her communication at that level too. I mean, extreme mental power, realization. Decadent ruler. Eight of Diamonds and Saturn with a King of Spades, so that means she just has to work really hard to realize that Eight of Diamonds. So, and she has a Ten of Spades as a long range. That success I've worked with her all year. The Queen of Diamonds is the environment card, giving her really good financial power. Owning a business is really good. Her creative energies will be really good. Six of Clubs, when that shows up, is a displacement card. That's your karma for the year, but it also is a special purpose card. So yes, this is in 2 years, but it's good for her to know that she has a King of Spades and Eight of Diamonds. I know it's in Saturn, and she has an Eight of Clubs here. Saturn just means you have to work hard. I actually always seem to do well on my Saturn days when I day trade futures. And on my Jupiter days, a lot of times I don't. And I haven't figured that one out yet. But maybe on Saturn I'm working a little harder and I'm a little bit stricter with what I'm doing. Saturn is constriction. My dog is snoring here. All right, let's go back to today. Things with friends and family. When they ask you about friends and family, I'm going to look at Venus. That represents friends and family, really. This is just for this year, right? There's some negativity here that will have to be worked out. Some type of like mental challenge or pessimistic outlook in the home or with family. Seven of Spades could be someone's health in your family that needs help, or just like too much recklessness on her part, like going too fast with everything, because Seven of Spades is an accident card. So when you see that, you need to be a little careful. But most of the time it means, like, see how the Seven is a cup? Fill up this cup with knowledge that satisfies you. Fill up this cup of consciousness, spirituality, physical stuff, so physical lifestyle stuff that like makes you feel good, and full. We could also look at Mars because it does relate to men. Seven of Hearts. That could be also like difficult legal challenges. Oh, but that would have been this year already. Well, it still could have happened. Ten of Spades. It's good. It's happiness, success. It's like it's a successful lifestyle at home. That's the way I see it. Go to the advanced cards. She might want to... The one thing I would warn against is just don't overdo it. Tens overdo stuff. They double cross themselves. So 10 of Hearts, too much partying, too much drinking, going out, not saving space for yourself. 10 of Spades, too much work, not reserving space for yourself. So just watch out for that at home, especially since she has that 7 of Spades in there at the same time. Yes. And then there's one thing I wanted to point out for her. Maybe it's in the 7 year. Oh, yeah, this is what I want to point out. She has a Jack of Hearts long range starting last year. That's a sacrifice card. It's a spiritual love type of card. It's all the Jacks kind of have personal freedom issues too. So that's something I would warn her to kind of like work on, but that she's also going to be in this period where she's doing things for others that she may not normally have done. And then I also saw her 7s. Go back to the year. Let's go to her next birthday. Seven of Hearts and Pluto. This would talk about her needing to do work around her control or manipulation in love. And the 7 of Hearts has... Seven of Hearts has... Let me just double check this. Look at the spread. Has the 8 of Hearts as its first karma card. Just want to make sure. Get confused sometimes. It has the 8 of Hearts as its first karma card. So there's like power and manipulation with that 7 that could cause him to control and like really tighten up. And real power comes from leaving space in between those 8 pips. You know, you want to be like a figure skater, use centrifugal force and not like force stuff. And I can speak from an 8 of Hearts personally. You're like you get like knots in your stomach. You get flushed, and it's not good, and you have to work through that, or else you can become really attached to an outcome in love, and it's just going to hurt her. She's not going to be happy. 7s are known for being super happy with a high heart, or you could flip the card and it could be low and depressed, kind of bipolar. So that's something for her to kind of look out for, and something that I would definitely point out. Now, she has a 7 of Hearts here in Jupiter, which is good. That should help her out a bit. Just like working through that stuff, you know. But that's one thing I want to point out to her. So, yeah, and that 7 of Hearts could also just be with family. So it doesn't have to be in a relationship. So that's some of the stuff that I would look at. And obviously, I'd be asking questions, seeing if this resonates with her. having a dialogue, really. So if, you, with context, you can dive deep into this system and get answers and see underlying cards, look at the advanced cards, look at spreads down for the next few years. You could backtrack and look at past relationships or even good money periods, So can't remember if I did this, but this is my birthday. Sorry, I'm just answering a text. One of the things that I look back at is like my really good money periods. I may have done this on the last live. I can't remember though. I may have written about it on my Substack too. Follow me on Substack if you don't. I have it in my profile here. Let us go back to Bitcoin. When I thought I knew what I was doing. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. One more. All right, Bitcoin. When I was working my hospital job, I started investing in Bitcoin at this time in 2017, and it obviously came really easy because it just kept going up. So I thought, hey, I'm really good at this. And when I look at my cards for that year, I just have to point out a few things, right? Does it have my deck in it? Hold on, let me just get my... Okay. Just says it has my deck in it. So, okay, first of all, it goes back. I started right around here in June. It could have been July, but I think it was June. So I had the 9 of diamonds environment. 9 of diamonds in the environment means it's going to be easy to let go of something or end something. Or you could climb the financial ladder up to the heavens. And that's, you climb all the way up. You are successful. I had the 4 of diamonds here, financial protection. I had the Ace of diamonds, new ways of making money. I had the Ace of diamond here with me for the long range. I had the 8 of diamonds in Mars, which was like a powerful or passionate pursuit of making money, tied to the 3 of diamonds in a creative way. I guess, at the time I thought I was being creative, just getting into Bitcoin. Like, it wasn't, it was just getting picked up by the mainstream. But I was going all in and trusting my gut instincts, very passionately. I had the 10 of diamonds in Jupiter, which in 11.5, at this point, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin were skyrocketing. And every time I would go to the bathroom or be out at a bar and look down at my phone, I had made so much more money, and it was just ticking up, up, up. I couldn't believe, it was unbelievable. And this is, when you have a lump sum like the 10 of diamonds in Jupiter, it's like a windfall. And it was a windfall. It was so much of a windfall that even before that, I quit my job right around 9/14, actually. Right around 9/14, I quit. So this happened before, but Jupiter is how you make money for the year. So it doesn't necessarily have to be in that period. I was doing what I thought I loved, really passionate about it. And look at my result for the year. 8 of diamonds, 2 of diamonds. I had an ending of a job. Ending or letting go of a way of making money. So my 9 to 5 hospital job. Decadent ruler, anything there. 8 of diamonds and Saturn. That's not bad. I'll take that. Queen of diamonds. So running your own business. I was just investing. I was definitely like outside of the box of what I had normally been doing for my lifestyle, quitting my job and everything. Had the King of Diamonds as an environment card that year, owning my own business, which really was just my investment. And then look, I had the 10 of Diamonds result for that year. So that year ended June 2nd in 2018. I was out of everything around this time in April. But definitely you start to experience the Pluto result from Saturn to Neptune. And it just was an unbelievable windfall of money that, I mean, now you hear about all the crypto people, but this was somewhat fresh. And not if you're like an original. I was signed up in 2011. I didn't take any action until 2017 when I had the money to. But when you have this 10 of diamonds in spots like a result, Jupiter, maybe even Mars or Saturn, I do think you have to find a way to be able to just like hit the lottery in some way. And it was incredible. So that's one thing I wanted to kind of look at with you is you can just see in the cards, like, and I had all these diamonds, and I feel like as a 2 of spades and a 8 of hearts and a 6 of clubs, it doesn't seem like I get that many diamonds in my spread sometimes. 2 of spades are supposed to make money through the card system, actually. Like esoteric studies, sharing knowledge, 6 of clubs being a messenger of knowledge, 8 of hearts being a healer for people. So, yeah, again, here, look, 8 of diamonds result. So, really good money cards, and when they pop up, got to take action if that's what you want to do. So, I also want to share that. I think that's going to be it for me now. We're on the East Coast. We're going to see if it stopped raining after 2 days, and I'll see you guys soon. She is a 5 of clubs here. And the 10 of diamonds, decadent ruler, anything there. 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 Something in that realm, resulting in her being able to be her own